How are you going to turn it into a theatre and an arts centre?
Well, roughly it'll be divided into two areas. This is a model, an early stage model. You remember that we didn't have enough money to go into detailed plans, but roughly there'll be two areas, one in the centre of these pillars, which will be the theatre concert hall area, and there'll be a wall around the pillars, which will give you another area on the outside where you'll have your art gallery and your workshops and dressing rooms and restaurant and club facilities and committee rooms and so on.
And that's what 42 is really about. It's not just another attempt to create a theatre or a cultural centre where artists keep their fingers crossed that a fickle public may come in, but a dynamic living centre that has its own audience with people coming in constantly because they feel the place belongs to them, because they feel it's familiar. And in this way, one begins to break down. One doesn't entirely break down because you never can, but you begin to break down that cold, foreboding barrier that up till now has existed between artists and the community. Now, 5 years have passed since we started campaigning for 42. It was 3 years ago that we were first shown this extraordinary building, and 18 months ago since we launched the campaign to raise funds. From here, in front of Harold Wilson, Lord Harwood, Jenny Lee, James Callaghan, and the whole paraphernalia of the state. But we're lucky. The National Theatre, 103 years had to pass before its foundation stone was laid. And then there's Peter Hall and his Stratford Company. Despite international fame and all they're trying to do, they're going to have to cut down on their ambitious program because of insufficient subsidy. And of course, Bernard Miles, I think he spent 10 years and nearly went to pieces before he achieved the Mermaid Theatre. It seems to be considered in this country an admirable thing to make the artist sweat and lose all joy before he's given what he wants, as though the job of being an artist will not sweat enough. And when he says, only my work is important, and he does nothing else and stays at home, he's attacked for being haughty. But when he steps outside and tries to do something more, he's attacked for being presumptuous. The price he has to pay for any Jerusalem is high. The state, the community, on the other hand, pays little. It stands back and does nothing. And cynicism is inevitable. Now, when a state makes its artists cynics, I think that's unforgivable.